Hey, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to show you how to color correct under your eyes. I'm going to talk a little bit about puffy under eyes too in this video before we get into that. And if you are new here, I would love to have you join me. I share new videos every single week on makeup, skincare, sometimes fashion for us mature ladies. If that's something that interests you, please make sure you click that button below, hit that subscribe button. Also make sure you click that notification bell too, because when I share a new video, you'll be notified. Let's get into the video. Before I apply my color corrector, concealer, whatever, under my eyes, I always make sure that I am prepping my eyes first. So I use an eye cream. You don't have to use an eye cream. You can use the same moisturizer you use all over your face. You can use it under your eyes. Just use very little under this area though, because it's just your eye area. You don't want to have lots and lots of cream under there. Use very little, just kind of tap it in. You don't want to stretch or pull under your eyes. And if you wake up with puffy under eyes, you can use something like this. I love these. So these are rose quartz and these are amazing. So what you do with these is you place them under your eyes like this and you hold it. So if you wake up in the morning, you have puffy under eyes, you just put it right there. It feels so good. I keep them in the refrigerator. You don't have to. Rose quartz is always going to feel a little bit cooler because it's a stone, but if you leave it in the refrigerator, girl, it feels amazing. When I get a migraine, I'll even put it like here because I get migraines up here sometimes, or a sinus headache. I'll just put it like up there. I love these. So just wanted to share that with you. And I also shared a video on how to temporarily get rid of under eye bags. There was something that I shared recently, and I will link that above so you can check that video out if you missed it. When you are concealing your under eyes, and you have this purple, like I see that, I have that purple discoloration there. Some people have more, it's all under their eyes. I have it right there. So you want to use something that's going to get rid of that color. Sometimes a concealer isn't enough. That's most of the time I can just use a concealer, but there are times, especially when my allergies are really bad, girl, I have to wear a color corrector. So one of them, and it doesn't come in the size. Let me show you the size that comes in. I have had this over a year, I believe. Okay, because that is how little you use of this. This is from Lancome. This is the Camouflage under eye corrector in the color peach, but it normally comes in this size. So you see that? Yeah. And I've had this for a long time. So you use very, very little. Anytime you use anything under your eyes, I know I say it all the time, but I have a lot of new subscribers here. You want to use very, very little product because you're just doing this little area. The more product you put under your eyes, especially, like I don't really have lines under my eyes. When I smile, I do. So if I put too much product there, then what's going to happen when I smile? It's going to look like I highlighted all that. We don't want that. I am going to use my brush number E55 from Sigma. I use this for so many different things. Sometimes I've used it for eyeshadow. Sometimes I use it for other things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and this is a new product that I purchased myself. And this is from fitglow. This is the color peach. So I could just put it on with my doe foot applicator, but I'm just going to put a little bit on here today because this product is very thick. It's not like this one is thinner in consistency. This is thicker. And let me show you the color difference too, because this one's a little more of an orangey peach. So you can see what that one looks like. Can you see that color? And then this is, so there's a big difference there. That one's got a little bit more pinky, and that one's like straight on orange almost, you know what I mean? So now I'm going to take that color, put it on the back of my hand here. I'm just going to take a tiny, tiny bit because this one's thicker. I don't normally do this. I'm going to put it right here, right in that area only. I am going to take my beauty blender today. It is damp and it's been wringed out. You know, I wring it out like that, and then I took a towel and just squeezed out the excess. So now I'm just going to go right on that area and just blend it first. So I'm just going to blend this out really good. And for the color corrector, I'm only going to keep it right there in that area there. Then I'm going to take the fitglow concealer. This is also thicker, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use that brush because, and I'm wiping it off. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, just a tiny bit. Because I feel like I've used this several times and I feel like we don't need a lot. I'm going to do the same thing now. So I'm going to go right over in that same area, and you're probably like, why are you putting it in that area? Because if I put this all under my eye right away, it will just settle. It'll just settle on under my eyes. So now I'm going to take that same beauty blender and just blend it in that area really well first before I bring it anywhere else. And then I will start bringing it out. But what that will do is I'm really want to concentrate on that area first, because that's where I really need the color correction, and that's where I need to have it concealed. And I still need some over here, but if I go and put too much there, that's where when I smile, that's where my lines are. So I have to make sure that I'm getting this first area blended really good first, and then bringing it up. Just like that. And I have some discoloration in that corner, so I got to work it into that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brush and I'm just going to lightly blend it out, really lightly. So anywhere where I see like it looks like it's going to settle, I'm going to blend it. Now, I don't want to smile or anything like that right now. I'm going to take a little bit of this powder. This is my magic powder from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to take my BK Beauty brush number 108. I'm going to dip it in here. Don't want to get a lot. You have to use a really fine powder. This is a really fine powder, and you only want to use a little bit. I'm not going to bake. And I am going to go right over that. Just tap it on. Then I'm going to wipe my brush off. I'm going to take that same brush after I wiped it off, and I am just going to very lightly go over it like that. But you see how that color corrected my eye, and it's not going to be, I can see it still. I don't know if you can see, because I still have a tiny bit of puffiness there, but I feel like that made a huge difference compared to this eye. You see that difference? And I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see it doesn't look all dry or whatever. Like, it looks good. So I'm going to show you. Obviously, like I said, you're going to see that because of the shadows. So you see the difference? So let me do the other eye for you guys really quick. So again, I'm going to take that color corrector, put it on the back of my hand. You don't have to use a brush. You can just use the applicator. Just like I said, this one just is really thick. And I just find that if I use the applicator, it's just like it's too intense. You know what I mean? It's like you don't want to use a lot of this stuff. I just used the applicator at first and I was like, oh my gosh, it just would not stop settling. So I'm going to take this. And you know what? I find that with this one too, like you have to use very little. The consistency on it is just, it's a little bit different and it's a little bit thicker. So you have to be careful when you have mature eyes. Even if you don't have a lot of wrinkles, like I said, I don't have a lot of wrinkles under my eyes, but when I smile, I do. So it's going to settle in there if I am, you know, if I'm not careful with it, you know what I mean? And same thing. Just going in there with this and just using a little. I think what happens to a lot of people, and I get sloppy sometimes too if I'm in a hurry, is we just tend to put too much in here thinking that we need more product to cover it up. But it's really all in the technique and how you do it and how you apply it. It took me a while to figure this out for my eyes, that this is just what works for best for my eyes. So I'm going to take that brush and I'm just going to lightly go over any areas I think it's going to settle. And it's, you know, it's looking close up and seeing those lines that I have that I know once I smile, girl, it's going to settle. Put it on here. I'm just tapping it on the littlest amount. And then I'm going to wipe that off. So I don't want any more on. And then I'm going to just lightly brush it like that. I'm going to turn this off. Here we go. So we have some nice flattering shadows. Okay. But that's what my eyes look like. See? Doesn't look cakey or anything like that, but conceals it really well. My brow strap. Girl, I'm telling you, I need to use those little sticky things. I need to use those sticky things because otherwise, I love this shirt. I get it from Target, but if I don't use those little sticky things, they just fall like crazy. Like, is my bra strap falling? Girl, I'm having issues. If you guys enjoyed this, I really hope that you did. Please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I would really greatly appreciate it if you would share my videos. Please share my videos. You can share it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Really, really, did I already say I appreciate it? I really would appreciate it if you would share them. Things have been quiet around here. We need to pick it up a little bit more, and I need your help. So thank you guys so much. I will catch you guys all in my next video. Bye. What was I saying? A menopause moment. Okay, brain fart. Come on, baby. Come on now. Oh, there you go. Okay, so a little bit there. Stay in tune. Let me try that again. Okay. This is from Lancome. This is from Lancome. Okay. And really, we're gonna call him. Nope, we're not. I'm going to block you. You've just been blocked. Okay. I love blocking people on my phone. It's awesome. Okay.